I've been volunteering at Citizens Advice for almost 11 years now, almost 6 years here. The thing I like about volunteering is it's a good way for me to give something back. It's definitely helped get over the problems I used to have with mathematics at school. Doing a lot of debt advice, I found that kind of gave me good financial skills, which, you know, in learning to support others with debt problems, it was actually quite, it made me think a bit more about, you know, how you manage my own personal finances.
I've been a few times for different issues, one being housing issues, where I didn't know my rights as a tenant with things going wrong with my property. So I turned to Citizens Advice to find out my rights. So when I went to Citizens Advice, I was feeling really stressed and anxious and like worried because I was having a bit of trouble with my landlord. I didn't know my rights, and when I came in I was immediately made to feel like relaxed, and the lady I saw was really helpful and she just went through everything with me and it just made me feel so much better.
Sometimes it's not the largest things, it's the small things, and seeing that relief on a client's face when you've fixed a problem, and in some cases that's just giving them breathing room in debt cases, or just letting them know, you know, they're dealing with a relationship breakdown, and they're worried about the ramifications of that and all sorts of aspects, and just sometimes giving people seeing the relief that sets in when you give them a clear pathway or help them understand that there is actually a way of dealing with it.
The biggest challenge for me is the benefit system, the way the universal credit, how people are put onto universal credit after being on other benefits, that they have to wait so long, and some of them have their benefits cut, and that's my biggest challenge. I find it very difficult.
So I will help people who need to put in a claim for universal credit, and that could be for any number of reasons. It might be because they need some more help digitally, it might be because they have a health condition, so whatever the reason may be, so it'd be to help them put the claim in and then support them up until their first correct payment. So it could be once they've completed the claim, helping them access an advance payment because there's a long wait for universal credit. It could be helping them with anything, any issues they have along the way before their first payment, so if there's any delays in getting that payment, I could assist them with helping them sort of find out why and resolving any issues they might have, and no problem is too small.
The practical steps I was given was to look at my employment contract, which I got some support and help with by one of the advisors, and just to look at the contract that I had with me on the day. So the issue that I came in with was an employment issue and around a sudden job ending. So I got some information on my rights and looking at my contract with an advisor, and part of that conversation on my employment rights was entitlement and support for universal credit. I was able to go away and apply and look at that online, and now I'm receiving that and getting that support. I have found the website helpful. It's got a lot of information that's useful on the website, which can be used before you can go in person, or even just to find out some information before you go in and use the service.
It's always a good moment when you and the client realise that there is a way forward, that you can provide really useful information or a solution to their problem, and those are the good moments, really. Oh, I'd say definitely come and join us. There's lots of different roles. You don't have to be an advisor. You can volunteer in admin or anything really, and the other volunteers are great. So no, I really would recommend it to anyone.
You have this perception of Citizens Advice as an organisation that helps a certain group of people within society, you know, the most vulnerable, and of course it does provide that service. But it's there for everyone, regardless of you know, where you're coming from, what you're doing. Citizens Advice is there to help you.